Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at a cordless vacuum cleaner that offers value for its money. So if you need a budget option, this might be for you. Alright, so let's open this thing up and see what it has to offer. Alright, so I got this vacuum from a company called BlitzWolf, and it came from Banggood, and by the way, all the links will be in the description. So this is the box that it came in. It was actually packed in another box that was exactly this size. So here in the front we see the model number, the branding here, and it's quite a long box. And if we go to one side here, we can see some of the specs, and we see there that it's 22 volts, 120 watts of power. Alright, let's cut the tape. And this is what we're greeted with. So a little happy or not happy card fell out. If you're not happy, you can contact them. And also a manual that's actually quite substantial. It's got a lot of information about how to use the vacuum. So it's packed really nice in foam. So here we have, looks like the hard tube. Pretty nice long tube. It feels aluminum. And at the end there, we do have connectors. All right, so that's the tube. So here looks like we have a crevice attachment. So overall, so far, everything looks and feels really good. A mount that you can mount to the wall and then hang your vacuum on. And the last part over here looks like to be the battery for the vacuum. So it does look like it has a battery indicator here and a charge port. So the battery does come out of the vacuum, so you can charge it. And another good thing about this is you could get extra batteries so you can, continue vacuuming. Or the convenience of having one battery always charging and the other one in the vacuum. So it is a 22.2 volt battery with 2200 milliamps of power. Alright, so our first layer is done. Let's go ahead and go to our next layer. So this thing is packed quite well. So here it looks like we have the brush roll, and it's a pretty good sized brush roll. You can see it's not huge. Looks like to be about 8 to 10 inches of pickup. So we have this mechanism here for turning and swiveling. Here's a little clear window where you can see the brush. So the brush consists of soft bristles, which are the blue, and harder bristles of the red. And we have a couple little small rollers here on each side. And then we have the bigger wheels here in the back. So quite an ordinary and normal looking brush roll. So here we have another attachment, and it actually swivels here. So that's kind of cool. So you can go 90 degrees, or if you turn it, you can go straight up and down, or almost straight up and down. And it looks like this is the charger. So you'll just plug this part into the battery. There's appears to be some kind of bracket. I think it goes on the hard pipe here, and you can clip attachments on each side. Well, that's pretty clever. All right, and here's our main part, the handheld vacuum itself. So it's quite substantial here in my hand, you can see. It feels pretty good overall. It's not too heavy. Of course, the battery's not on here. So here we have the pickup, and under that here we have the canister. Looks like quite easy to dump out. Just pull on this and dump it out. And it's quite large. I definitely like that. So here looks like we have a trigger button, and I guess that's maybe to activate the vacuum. So I don't think this is one of those where you push a button and it goes, but we'll find out. Here looks like we have a button to release the bucket completely. So if we push on it, it should release. So on the top of the bucket we have this interesting looking filter, and then we have another filter below that. And it's quite large. So this looks like the first stage filter. It goes through here, and then it goes through the second and third stage. So it looks like to be quite a good filtration system. And here on the bottom of the handheld, we can see that's where the motor is. These are the two pins that connect the accessories that come out right here. So to put this thing back on is quite easy. Just line it up and clip it together. So on the bottom we have the battery connection here, and we'd simply take our battery and clip it on there just like that. And here in the back we have a battery release button. So you'd release it right there, and you have indicators here on the battery, and obviously our charge port is still here also. So as we move up from the handle, we can see that there's a little button here that says plus and minus. So I'm guessing that's probably choosing the suction mode, quicker and slower. And then on the top here we have just a nice looking design with some vent holes, and kind of like this turbo looking design on top. It's quite nice with our branding here on the very top. So here we can see all the pieces that are included. So if you were just going to use this as a stick vacuum, then you would just connect the hard pipe to the hand, and then at the end of the pipe you can connect any of the accessories that you want. So if you wanted, let's say, this brush for some reason, it connects on there. And not only that, guys, it actually clips on. So all the attachments have like this little lip here that clips into there. That's actually a really nice feature. You know, naturally this thing will clip right in also, just like that. And it doesn't spin around in circles. It actually stays where it's at. And obviously here our motorized brush head, which I forgot to mention that it's motorized. We do have connectors here, and then we have connectors coming out of the pipe. And as these two meet, that'll give power to the head. And overall, guys, this thing is quite light. Like, I'm not having a hard time holding this. So that's kind of a plus for it there. So, all right, so I'm gonna take this head off for now. So the other part you can do is you can stick your attachment straight to the handheld power unit here. So now you don't have to have this long pipe that, you know, gets in your way. You can just do this if you need to pick up stuff or whatever. So this could be quite convenient also. And naturally all the accessories will connect to this. So this could be a really handy tool here to, you know, like vacuum really small areas and edges, especially around the kitchen. This is very useful. And then of course we can connect our motorized brush straight to here too. And then we can like vacuum stairs or whatnot else that we, you know, don't need a long hard pipe for. All right, so for the next part, let's go ahead and power it on and see how it sounds like and how it operates. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trigger this thing and see what happens. All right, so it powered on. And actually my battery lights are on also here. You can see we got 3 dots out of 4. All right, so as I was holding it, it just turned off. Okay, so it looks like the way it works is you just have to click it once and it comes on. And if you click it again, it turns it off. So it's not something that you have to keep holding. So, and I think it's simple as that. And it looks like we already have pretty good suction. Well, let's see how the selector mode here works. Okay, so you just click it and it goes between 2 modes. So this is the slow mode. Then if you click it, it goes into the higher mode. And it's definitely got a lot more suction. And your exhaust is back here. This is where it comes out. So it's blowing straight out this way. All right, so I was in high speed and I turned it off. Let's see if it'll go back to high when I turn it on. Okay, so when you turn it on, it always starts with low, and then you'd have to click this to go into high. So yeah, guys, this is quite simple and straightforward to use. You have your battery, and then you have your vacuum here, and then the trigger to activate it. So it seems to be very comfortable in the hand, and even though it looks large and bulky, it's not heavy because the size seems deceptive a little bit of the weight, but it's definitely quite easy to hold. All right, so we unpacked it and checked out all the features and the things that it comes with. The next part, let's go ahead and do some vacuuming and see how good it picks up from hardwood floors and carpets also. All right, so we changed locations, and the next thing I want to show you guys is how to install this bracket here that comes with the vacuum onto the pipe. So you should have a screw, and you're going to need a screwdriver, and then we're just going to simply stretch this over the pipe. Just like that. And then we're going to take our screw, and then we're just going to screw it into the bracket here, and that's going to clamp it down into the pipe. So you can adjust this as high or low as you want, depending on, you know, where you want it. So I'm just going to leave mine right there about in the middle. And so the 2 accessories that come with it, now we can just clip them on there just like that. So you don't have to worry about losing them or misplacing them, and they're always with you. So if you need one, you can pop it off right quick and use it. So that's quite a nice and convenient feature there. All right, so let's connect everything together. So for the test, I'm just gonna use the cereal here to kind of replicate a spill in a mess, and we'll see how good it is in picking up small but also larger particles. So first we'll try the carpet, and then we'll do the hard floor. So I'm gonna do 2 passes, one on low and the other on high. So let's start with low, power it on. So I'm going to take about half of it here. So this is low. And we can see it did quite well. But let's go ahead and try the high. that definitely does a lot better. We do still have some leftovers, but overall it did very well in picking all that stuff up. So I'm going to pick up the remainder of it in high. So sometimes on the larger particles it does take a couple times, but as you can see, all the fine particles and everything else came in really good. So for the hardwood floor test, what we're going to do is I'm just going to dump this back into here. Alright, so let's go with low first. So it seems like it actually did a lot better on the tile here than it did on the carpet in low. So let's try the high now. And as you saw there, guys, that was practically perfect. So as you can see, this thing is very capable of picking up pretty much any kind of particles like that from the hard floors. And so here you can see that all the cereal that we picked up is here in the bucket, and we have plenty of room for a lot more dirt to pick up. So I definitely like the large bucket size, and it's very easy to empty of just this little clip here, and the whole bottom comes down and it all just drops out. So overall it seems to be quite a nice little vacuum, and it definitely seems to do the job for what it's intended to, and it seems like it would be great for smaller areas like kitchens and office areas and things like that. Alright guys, and that's the BlitzWolf cordless vac. So it is quite a nice little vacuum for a budget one, and it has really nice little features and accessories that it comes with. So one of the things that I haven't mentioned yet is that if you use it on high, you can get 20 minutes out of it, and on low you'll get well over 30 minutes. But realistically you would use it on high, and 20 minutes is more than plenty of time to vacuum pretty much any area. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then hit that like button. If you want to pick up a vacuum like this, I'll leave some links in the description, so check those out. And if you enjoy videos like this and you want to see more and you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.